The digital circus is a projection of our world, a certain model of our world order, in a 25-minute cartoon with an incredible number of references and hints. To this today, we will analyze when the cartoon will be released, and how is Elon Musk connected with the universe of the digital circus in general? Urgent activation. The authors and part-time developers of the digital circus recently posted a post where they showed that in the new series, they will show the Pomni room. They wrote that they would open the door if the post got 100,000 likes. God, when this door is open, we will learn a lot of secrets about the new series, which will be released very soon. Please go to the official Glitch channel and put likes under the post, but before you do this, watch this video to the end, because there are a lot of interesting and useful things waiting for you. As for the Pomni room, we can assume that the room will be completely empty but filled with basic furniture. This is due to the fact that Pomni recently found herself in a digital circus and did not really get used to it. But the developers will not just show us the furniture in the room. Most likely, we will see a closet in it, which will symbolize that the cartoon characters will have the opportunity to change clothes and change their image. This means that we will have a huge storyline, for example, a love story. Cain can ask Pomni out on a date so that she can remove the spell from him. So, that's what kind of curse, you probably asked? Now I'll explain everything briefly, but if you want to fully hear the theory, then watch the first video, where I told in detail how the creator of Cain cast a spell on him and turned him into who he is now. Cain used to be handsome, but he committed a terrible act. He killed Bubble out of envy, and then their parent punished Cain for such an accomplishment and took away his handsome appearance, leaving only his jaw and eyes. You may think what made me think that, but I'll explain. The developer himself posted this post on his Twitter account, where he showed that Cain was a human being. Yes, it may not be as beautiful as I said, but the essence remains the same. So what about the room? For sure, we will notice some kind of poster in the room that will embody the personality of Pomni, as it was in Kaufmo's room. And the most important thing is that somewhere in the room, we will find a cipher that will tell us the exact release date. So far, according to preliminary calculations, Glitch will release the second episode on February 29th. And it's very soon. But why did I decide that? Firstly, there were a lot of hints from the developers themselves that the release would be in February 2024. Oh, as I remember now, at the beginning of their journey, no one could even hope that they would release a second video, and everyone was worried about funding. And already a lot of people are watching their posts and building a bunch of theories. Well, okay, I'm talking about about a sore point. What's up with the release? I believe that the release will take place on February 29th. But why? It's simple. It's like with tracks and their releases on the site. Sales are counted from Friday to Thursday. But in the case of the videos, everything shifts by one day. This means that the release will be on Thursday, and we will have the 4th on February 29th, which indicates that the release will be on that day. And what do you think about the fact that Kaufmo can be returned? Perhaps there is a way to prevent scattering. But let me tell you why I decided that. I found a live Kaufmo on the internet. I hope that this kind and sweet clown will return to us in the new issue. And I wouldn't even be surprised if we learned something new about him from the Pomni room. Unlike Guswork, Glitch, almost nothing is posted on their social networks, and it is not possible to find even the slightest hint of something new anywhere. They only brag about their successes, but they still have something. This is the post where they show Jax, Regatta, and Pomni. It can be assumed that Regatta and Jax will stop feuding and swearing, but on the contrary, they can team up and become all friends, or stand up to Pomni and start squirming over her. It's impossible to say for sure, but it seems to me that this is just a clipping from their dance, which Guswork posted on her Twitter account. We can speculate on this topic for a long time, but I want to ask you, don't you want to see the new issue about the digital circus as much as I do? Write a comment in which you will tell about your theories about what will be in the new series. And share your opinion about today's theories. Well, we are moving on. Now we're going to discuss the most creepy theory of all. Let's take it in order. The digital circus has its own inhabitants and many, namely those who were crossed out on the sign above their rooms. tried to escape from this digital circus. So far, we know only about one, namely about that cute guy we already talked about today. His name is Kaufmo, and he is the one who wanted to escape from this hell. He was obsessed with this idea, and it seems that he even began to go crazy because he covered his entire room with inscriptions. But what prevented him from escaping? And I'll tell you this, it's artificial intelligence. And the cartoon will tell us about developing technologies, namely artificial intelligence, who is also present in our world. And the scariest thing is that he can also start controlling us so that we never escape from this planet and cannot live normally. What if artificial intelligence takes over the world and torments us under the guise of a game? Or even worse, enslaves us altogether? Did you know that Jax won't be in the new series? Yes, as sad as it may sound, but it really won't happen. There are many factors that support this, and the developers themselves want to get rid of it. For example, the developers only about Jax do not give us any hints. And what about the Gooseworks post on the Twitter account? We see all the characters on it except our Jax. I'm afraid we won't really see him in the new series. And I'm very worried about this, because we may well lose such a charismatic character who constantly gave everyone a beating. Yes, he was rude, but that's what he did. We liked it. It will be a pity to say goodbye to him. Many have already guessed that Jack will not be there, but not everyone has come to terms with this and cannot let him go. What if I told you that Elon Musk? He realized this a long time ago and started building flying ships. Didn't you notice that he was the only one doing this? But what if he doesn't have time to escape from the planet and the AI is developed to such an extent that nothing will help us anymore? And it will be the same as in the cartoon? As soon as someone goes outside the world, the artificial intelligence will immediately receive a notification as it came to Kane on his watch, and the escapee will be returned immediately back. And no less scary is that there will be those who will also go crazy like Kaufmo and turn into monsters who do not understand anything and just pursue some kind of terrible goal. So we came to the end. These were all the theories for today. Some make you think seriously. Yes, the video turned out to be serious and filled. But before saying goodbye, I want to remind you that there was a post on Glitch's YouTube channel in which you need to collect only 100,000 likes. Go ahead and like, but wait again. Please like me too, and subscribe to the channel as well as the girl Pomni. I will miss our meeting. Well, I wish you good luck, and bye to everyone.